Hello everyone, Robot here, and today I'm going to be bringing you the start of my new series, which is how to make a simple background in Photoshop, and this is what we're going to be making today. So it's a purpley theme. If you've been around for a while, you'll know that I had this as my background. I don't know, I changed it quite a lot, but I had this quite a while ago, and some of you might recognise it. So basically, in this episode I'm going to be showing you how to make it, and as you can see there's not many layers, and the reason for that is I'm trying to keep it simple. I'll provide the 3D text, so don't worry if you don't have Cinema 4D, and I will also provide the final PSD, so if you don't even want to make it, you just want the download, then go ahead. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to open the template, which is in my channel description, and you'll be able to find it on my channel. So if you go there and come back to the video, then that's fine by me. First of all, what you want to do is you want to invert your background so it's black. Actually, we can leave it white for a minute. You create a new layer on top of your background, and then you want to get a purpley colour. So go down to purple and click OK, and then you want to get your brush. I changed the settings because you'll need to change them later, but you don't now. So get your brush and whack it up to about, I don't know, 960, and then just put a dot behind the module box like that, and then invert your background so you should be able to see it just outside. If you want to do it bigger, I'm going to make mine about 1200 at the moment. It's a bit off. Alright, there we go. So I'm happy with that. And I've done it on the wrong one, guys. Would you believe it? So if you've done it right, unlike me, then you should have like a purpley glow behind your background. Okay, so I'm going to lower the opacity a bit because I don't like it so bright, and then create a new layer on top of that. Make sure your colours are back to black and white, and then fill your layer with either black or white, it doesn't matter, and then go to filter, render clouds, and then go to normal. Where it says up here, go to soft light, and then type in 48%. And I don't know why that couldn't have been 50, but you know, it doesn't really make a difference. So now if you zoom in, you'll see we've got a sort of backdrop for this kind of background. Then next you want to click on all these layers here. So hold down shift and then click on the first one, click on the last one, and press Ctrl E or merge layers or whatever, and then that should merge them all together. So now if you double click on it, we want to go to the layer styles and just add a simple drop shadow, leave it as is. Outer glow, change the blending mode to normal and the colour to black, and then leave that, and then go to stroke, size down to 1, colour to white, and the blending mode to overlay, and that will make a nice kind of, not beveled, but like coming out at you kind of style. So now for the next part, we're going to open our text. Now this is a file in the description for those of you that don't have Cinema 4D. Even if you do, this is just simpler because I've done it for you. So you want to copy all of the letters that are relevant to your name, like so. You just make a selection and hit copy, but I'm just going to hit Ctrl C because that's easier for me, and then paste it into here. And I made them so they're all big enough, so don't worry about expanding them. If anything, we're going to have to contract them. And then hit Ctrl T, or I don't know if there's another way of doing that, but I just hit Ctrl T, and then right click and click rotate 90 ccW, which is counterclockwise, and then hit enter. So we've got one there, and just to save time, I'm going to copy one I did earlier, which is here, and I've shrunk this a bit. Just because I want it to fit nicely along here, and it's kind of a long font though, so like anyone visiting your channel will be able to read it. You've got to take like that into account. So then drag and drop it behind your layer module kind of things like that. Okay, so I'm going to double click on this and add an outer glow, move the colour to white, and I'll set the blend mode to overlay. You can increase the spread a bit if you want, and leave the opacity as it is, and then I want to click OK. So after you've done that, you want to duplicate this layer, and you can press Ctrl J or Alt up, whatever you feel like, and take off the effects because you don't want two like outer glows. And then click blend mode to overlay as well. And if you don't like how dark that is, you can always reduce it a bit. So now I'm going to select these two layers and then press Alt up to duplicate both of them, and then Ctrl T to transform both of them. Whoops. Ctrl T to transform both of them. Right click, rotate 180 degrees, and then that will bring them round. So you can simply drag them over to this side. And then move them in a bit. So basically you've got the bulk of the background done already, and I think it's looking quite nice. So now all I do here is add a new layer in between the clouds and the text, and then you want to go back to your brush tool and lower it to about 45. I'd say that 45 was a good size, and then go to brushes and you want to click shape dynamics, size jitter all the way up, minimum diameter all the way down, angle jitter, everything else at 0 apart from size jitter at 100. Then click on other dynamics and make opacity jitter right up, and then leave flow jitter at the bottom. So make sure your brush color is white, and then on the new layer just click once where you want a little dot, and they might not even show up because they can be very small and they can be see-through. But if you just dot around, I wouldn't do it too much, it looks quite nice if you do it few and far between, and then set the blending mode to overlay, and then you'll see that they become quite faint in the background. You can duplicate it if you want them to be a bit stronger, but I like it like this, and I think it looks quite effective. So for the last thing, we're going to click on the modules and then create a new layer which will be above them. You want to get your pen tool, scroll down a bit, and then here you just click and then hold shift and then click right up to here, and then click in here, and then here you can let go of shift and then start doing what you want with the pen tool. I'm just going to make it rough, but you can take more time over it if you want. And then hold down shift again to go around the corners and bring it back down. Now don't delete the path, but click on your brush and bring it back down to size 1, and take off these styles because you don't want scattering and bloody stuff before it's done. So go back to your pen tool, right click, stroke path, make sure simulate pressure is on and it's the brush that you want, not the pencil, and then delete the path. So mine doesn't look too great because obviously it's very rough, but you want to click on outer glow and set it to a purpley colour like that. That'll do. Bring it to normal and opacity all the way up to 100. And then I usually go for contour. I usually go for this one that looks like a hill or something. They all look like hills, but you know. And then that kind of gives it a more of a glow. And you go to colour overlay and change that to a purpley colour as well. Okay, so if you look in at 100, it's looking quite nice at the moment. And just see what else I've got to do. That's pretty much it, but I didn't like how bright it was at the end, so I added another black layer above it, and then I just brought the opacity down to about 26. But that's personal opinion. I mean, if you like bright things, then that's fine by me. But yeah, apart from that, guys, I think we're pretty much done. So that was how to make a simple background, episode 1. Like if you'd like to see episode 2, I've got a few more background ideas in line, like planned. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.